Today on Rappler. Employees of CNN Philippines await the outcome of a high-level meeting as rumors of a company shutdown circulate. Wanted Pastor Apollo Quiboloy calls the Senate inquiry into abuse allegations bogus. Kris Aquino reveals her son Bimby might have to start working to help pay her medical bills. The Philippine Embassy in Japan will assist 2 Filipinos arrested for supposedly abandoning the corpses of a missing couple. Donald Trump and Joe Biden shift focus to a general election rematch as Trump leads the Republican primaries. And Oppenheimer will be released in Japan months after the Barbenheimer meme outrage. Employees of CNN Philippines anxiously await the outcome of a management-level meeting held on Thursday, January 25, as rumors of a company shutdown circulate. A general assembly is scheduled on Monday, January 29. The financial statement of 9 Media Corporation, the company owning the rights of the CNN brand, shows that cash flow was completely dependent on advances from its parent company, JRLT JHI Corporation. 9 Media attributes a drop in revenues to the pandemic. After the 2022 elections, advertising revenue did not immediately pick up, a trend also observed in bigger media companies GMA and ABS-CBN. CNN Philippines is home to some of the country's veteran journalists like Pia Ontiveros, Pinky Webb, and Rico Izon. 9 Media has around 300 employees. The network is the only predominantly English-language channel on free TV in the Philippines. Pastor Apollo Quiboloy, leader of the Kingdom of Jesus Christ or KOJC, accuses Senator Risa Hontiveros of violating his constitutional rights, even as he refuses to attend her committee's hearing on the alleged abuses against his former followers. In an audio recording posted on the Facebook page Buhay Kingdom 2024, Quiboloy calls the former workers who testified about the alleged abuses bogus witnesses. Quiboloy also calls Tuesday's public inquiry by the Senate bogus and that it turned him into a monster. Ontiveros issued a subpoena to Quiboloy after he ignored the initial hearing. Former KOJC members testified they were subjected to hazing-like punishments for breaking church rules. Jerome says his genitals felt like they were on fire for 3 weeks after being rubbed with chili, allegedly on orders from Quiboloy, after he went on a date with his non-KOJC girlfriend. Kris Aquino reveals that her youngest son Bimby would need to start working to help pay for her medical bills. On January 21, Kris revealed her health condition has become more complex after an onset of lupus. In a reply to Cornerstone Entertainment handler Christine Talawod, Kris admitted there is a possibility Bimby would have to go home after her birthday to start working, saying, quote, "He needs to work because my medical bills are getting higher and higher." In July, Kris's longtime co-host Boy Abunda accompanied Bimby to meet with Cornerstone executives to see if he could possibly begin a career in show business. In April 2023, Kris shared that Bimby is the reason why she has worked so hard to improve her health, saying, quote, "You are the reason I can't give up, and I continue fighting at what at times feels like a losing battle." 2 Filipinos accused of abandoning a corpse in Japan are being assisted by the Philippine Embassy. Foreign Affairs Undersecretary Eduardo de Vega says the embassy was able to visit the Filipina and is set to visit the other Filipino arrested over the same case by Thursday, January 25. The Japan Times identifies the Filipinos as 30-year-old Hazel Ann Baguisa Morales and 34-year-old Brian Jefferson Leasing de la Cruz. De Vega says Morales is a resident of Japan while de la Cruz is an overseas Filipino worker. The 2 were arrested for supposedly abandoning the corpses of a missing Japanese couple. The bodies were found with apparent stab wounds inside their Tokyo home. The Department of Migrant Workers says it would provide assistance to de la Cruz, including legal aid. De Vega had earlier clarified the 2 are only accused of abandonment but not of killing the Japanese couple. Former United States President Donald Trump and incumbent President Joe Biden attack each other as the 2 prepare for a likely general election rematch in November. This after Trump won the New Hampshire Republican primary, making his nomination increasingly likely, despite his remaining rival, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, vowing to stay in the race. Biden's campaign issues a statement saying it is, quote, "now clear that Donald Trump will be the Republican nominee," and reiterates that Trump is a threat to democracy. Meantime, Trump on his social media platform Truth Social repeats unfounded allegations that Biden and the Justice Department are engaged in political persecution, following Trump's multiple criminal indictments last year. Haley, who served as Trump's United Nations ambassador, vows to take the race to South Carolina and beyond. Distribution company Bitters End says Japanese audiences can watch the Oscar-nominated film Oppenheimer on March 29. This, months after memes mixing visuals from the film Barbie with atomic blast provoke anger from people in Japan, the only country hit by a nuclear bomb during World War II. The outrage over the Barbenheimer memes prompted an apology from Barbie distributor Warner Bros. Japan, which at that time said they were, quote, extremely deplorable. Bitters End declined to say why it took over half a year for Oppenheimer to be screened in Japan. The United States dropped a nuclear bomb on Hiroshima on August 6, 1945, killing thousands instantly and about 140,000 by the end of the year. The US dropped another bomb on Nagasaki 3 days later, which killed more than 73,000 people. Japan surrendered on August 15, 1945. And that's today's wrap. I'm Kara Oliver. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.